Look at this little button. This little button is Winnie. Winnie is one of the chocolate cuddle cavapoos, but she's tiny. She's so much smaller than this video is showing. And look at, she's got some milk chocolate coming through with her beautiful green eyes. But look around her eyes. Around her eyes, she's dark again. So it'll be kind of fun to see what her coat does. She's feeling a little full of beans right now because we have 2 baby goats that I am bottle feeding now because I was outside this evening walking puppies and I heard the cry of babies, and we had snow, and I went into the barn and nobody was claiming the babies. So you'll see them at some point. They're right here. So notice I'm doing stuff with Winnie. Winnie has decided, if you think about it, the way that dogs communicate best, it's just from this area right here. They can nip, they can lick, they can howl. This is a really fun tool for them. So teaching them to control it is a journey. I don't like licking, and I don't like mouthing. They can lick and mouth each other all they want, or toys, but they're not allowed to get me. So we're just in the formative stage. So when you can tell, when she knows she can't get me, she gives up. But then the second I go after her nails, she gives it a try. So for her people, they're going to have to do the Who's the Boss exercise, which brings me to telling you again about my YouTube channel. There's a YouTube channel that's Puppy Perfectionist. It's open to the public. There are, I think, over 160 videos there. There are 340 some subscribers, which I really appreciate. So if you feel like subscribing, that would be great. Much of what's on there is me working with puppies. Most of the puppies, if not all, are in foundations training. So that's where I direct my foundations people, because I quite honestly cannot post everything that I do and get everybody covered. So I've moved to doing the foundations puppies, a lot of their videos there. And plus you can see what I do and learn some of my techniques. And let's see, I'm getting distracted here. Learn some of what just the feel of how I handle dogs, how I talk to them, and my expectations. I think you can see that pretty clearly. Then how I manage my expectations. How I manage little wiggle worms. This is just a baby. She is not being bad at all. And I want her to have the best relationship with her people and to understand that people are great. I'm not letting her get away with behavior that I don't like, but I'm just not coming down on her hard because she's still just a baby. So the Who's the Boss exercise is great for for just handling and explaining what the hierarchy in your home is. Yeah. If I do this, she gets the memo. She gets the memo. Then as soon as I release and go to her back feed, it's kind of the Wild West again. She'll figure it out. She will figure it out. I like to give people a little leg up on things so that when they get home, the first thing they don't have to do, the first thing would be to cut nails. And I am really happy that Winnie is being so fidgety because she's not usually fidgety. And it's important for you to see how I handle a fidgety puppy. And so what if she brings her voice into it? I'm not hurting her at all. Sometimes babies just have a little bit of a fit. And this is getting to be a long video. Make sure when you're clipping nails, you see exactly what you're clipping. And you don't accidentally get somebody's tongue. And you don't accidentally get the wrong part of the nail. And remember, if you clip a nail too short and it bleeds, okay, it's not going to kill the dog. The dog is not going to die. You don't want to do it, but if it happens, it happens. So this little wiggle worm is just really having a time. So I'm going to put down the nail clippers. We're just going to get her to understand that she needs to stay still. As I say all the time, things take as long as they take. They take as long as they take. Don't try to fit your puppy into a time schedule if they're not cooperating, because they may not have gotten that memo. They may, oh, you can hear the goats. I'm still trying to get them to be willing to take the bottle that I have. Luckily, I always keep, let's see, powdered goat's milk from Tractor Supply, so I always have that just in case somebody needs goat's milk. And I also have colostrum, so they've already had colostrum, which I'll give again. Oh, I know I'm just chattering, but it's important. Look at this. This has only been 6 minutes, and this girly goo cannot win. I only have a couple more toes. She's old enough. She's old enough to stay still for this whole journey. Okay, we're gonna just wait a minute. She can't be able to control me and get away with something. Normally, there you go. I only have one more toe, sister. And you can decide if your goal is only one toe, do one toe. I may have stopped earlier when I got a success, but I really wanted you to see what it was like to navigate 7 whole minutes of a wiggle worm. There you go. When she stops whining, I'll let her up. I can still hear her, so she can't. Free, good girl. You were a good girl. You were a good girl. Oh yeah, and see, look, no grudge. No grudge. Right? No grudge. Except she wants to lick me. There you go. That's what I wanted to see, that working tail. Yep, we're at 8 minutes, for goodness sakes. This is probably going to go on the YouTube channel so that people can see how to handle a wiggle worm.